Have you ever wondered if a song that completely flopped could suddenly wake up from the dead and take over the world? Imagine a track sitting in total silence for 2 whole years. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, it racks up 43 million views in just a few weeks. This is Lenin Ramírez. He has been a working professional in regional Mexican music for over 15 years. But his ballad, Todo, didn't make much noise when it first dropped. It was buried as track number 10 on his 2024 album, Reinicio. There was no big radio push, no flashy marketing budget, just another song on a track list. For nearly 24 months, it sat there quietly. Most people in the music industry would consider that the end of the story. The window for a hit had closed. But in the age of streaming, a release date is really just a starting line. A song can wait patiently in the digital archives until the exact right audience finds it. In late January 2026, a spark finally caught. People started listening, and the numbers began moving at a pace that shocked everyone at his label. This chart shows how extreme the jump was. The track suddenly started performing at 532 times the normal volume of any other song on the label's channel. What makes that massive spike so unusual is how it happened. Nobody bought radio ads. There were no celebrity remixes brought in to boost the numbers. When you see a curve like that without a marketing push, it tells you something important. Real people were discovering the music and sharing it on their own. The lyrics of Todo touch on a very specific, relatable feeling. It's about an almost relationship, loving something that felt incredibly real, even if you two never made it official. That exact emotion resonated deeply with TikTok users. They started using the song as the background music for their own stories, creating countless videos about complicated love. All those personal videos translated into massive listening numbers. Within just 3 weeks, the track climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Mexico Songs chart. With so much activity happening, Spotify's automated tracking systems took notice. The track quickly landed on both their global and Mexico Viral 50 charts. It turns out that the music most likely to be brought back to life isn't necessarily the loudest or the trendiest. It's the music that helps people express emotions they can't quite put into words themselves. But the most fascinating part of this growth happened entirely out of public view. Nearly a quarter of the song's massive traffic came directly from private WhatsApp messages. This map shows how that invisible network operates. Instead of posting on a public social feed, listeners were copying the link and texting it directly to their friends, building a giant web of personal recommendations. This behavior is incredibly common among Latin American audiences. They engage with music on their smartphones with a level of passion and community sharing that outpaces almost every other group in the world. In the past, we all found our new favorite songs by passively listening to the radio or watching music television. We waited to be told what was good. Today, the strongest engine for a hit is the private text message. A sincere recommendation from a friend carries weight that no record label can buy. Eventually, all of those human interactions reach a critical mass. That's when the streaming platform's algorithms wake up and start scanning the data. Seeing the massive surge in WhatsApp shares, Spotify's automated system recognized the high demand. It moved the song onto massive flagship playlists like La Reina. Once it was placed there, playlist traffic jumped to account for 59% of all views. The track moved from a viral curiosity to an essential part of daily listening. These algorithms don't actually decide what we like. They look for small fires listeners have already started and pour gasoline on them. We used to treat music a bit like milk. If an album didn't sell right away, it was considered spoiled and pulled from the shelves. By the middle of March, Todo had racked up over 43 million views and 1.8 million hours of watch time, completely defying that old logic. A well-written track doesn't actually have an expiration date. It just sits quietly in the digital library, waiting for the right moment to connect. The next massive global hit is probably already recorded. It might be sitting on your phone right now, waiting for someone to hit send.